Hi, Donna Gallant here. I just wanted to show you what I do with scraps of paper. I think it was Mary Beth Shaw that talked about doing miniature collages, like tiny little guys. And I have some here that I made using scraps of paper. And so there are many different combinations, and they're kind of the thing where I just start doing them and just start adding on. You know, you have these little scraps of paper, and what can you do with them, right? So I make these little mini collages, and some of them are quite free form, as you can see, and others are a little more conventional, kind of. I don't know. Anyway, I have a whole box of them here, but I also have a book that I did years ago, and I'll show you the book and I'll show you some of the things. So if you just give me a minute and I'll set this up. Okay, here we go. So I made all these little collages, and you know, instead of just letting them be free, I started to glue them into a sketchbook, just so I had somewhere for them to sort of live. And I can always cut them out and use them in other aspects, and I'll show you in a minute where I've used them in. But anyway, as you can see, and which I kind of noted, is a lot of them are sort of related to each other in color wise, you know, yellows or purples or greens or whatever. Occasionally I might mix them up and add different colors, like this has got different colors in it as well. I like the idea of warm and cool, but I also like the idea of complements, and you'll see that in a few other things that come up here. Anyhow, I use little scraps of paper for this kind of thing. Years ago I did a good class on collages, and each collage we did had a purpose. This is kind of like using a bit of complement in it, because we have like a triad. So there's a bit of orange, green, and violet in it. This one was more of the surface being covered, and it was all about squares. You had squares all over. This provides a very interesting little counter to what's going on in the rest of it. This again was dealing with textures and shapes, so we have repetition of our textures in different forms. So we even have the circles as well. So that was a good one. This one here is your complements, which I really, really like. And it's all broken up. It's sort of like a mosaic. And I think that's why I like collage, because it does remind me of mosaics. Here's strictly a black and white one, which I think is very successful. We use masking tape first before we painted on our surface. And so once you take the masking tape off, it lets the white of the paper stay. Here's another one on complementary colors. Here's one on a cruciform composition. So you see, we had all different ones. Anyway, so that was just one of the classes I offered years ago. Now, ask, what do you do with all these little pieces? Well, here, using my jelly plates, I actually will add a collage on top. So it's kind of cool that I can add things to what I've been doing. Here's another one with another piece on top. Now here's one too. Some of these you can see on Instagram because I posted them a long time ago. And I think they add for a different kind of process of art making. Of course, these are all very abstract, even though I don't always work in abstraction. But I do believe all abstraction, or all reality, starts with abstraction. I like this one coming up too. I think that's very interesting. There's a little bit of a butterfly there. And this one. Okay, so that's kind of what I do sometimes with my collage pieces. I piece them together. Now, lately what I've been doing is taking them and my little scraps and making brand new pieces out of them. So here's just some of my more recent ones. I don't know how I would look at this one. I think I like it better like this. Almost reminds me of a circus. Okay, this one's got a little bit different. I really like this one coming up. I think I like the combination of colors, you know? The blue and the neutrals, sort of the blue and the yellow and the neutrals. I think that's really cool. And sometimes, if these are all on just old sheets of paper that are from the printer, so you can use, but I add things to them, you know, like drawing to them, collage other pieces into them. I haven't done any in Boston. Of course, there goes my dog. Got the door open, but he's in and out. Bit of a drawing kind of thing here. I like this one. I like this one too. There's something about the simplicity of line against line, you know, even though there's patterns in between in different colors. The lines are really important. Here's another one I think I quite enjoy, except I like it this way, sort of breaking the surface. Another one. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, this one I don't know, it's kind of mixed up, not too much going on. I like this one too, and I like this one, but I like it this way. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna just